Welcome back everyone, Blovo here, playing more Satisfactory. I did do a few live streams and there was some progress made. I needed to fetch a lot more limestone because what we had was not enough. I think we just had these four, but we got an extra 6. Gives us a lot more resources. Nothing much changed over here. I just put down signs, as you can see. 60 per minute of concrete, and this one over here is 90 per minute, and I put more signs over here as well for the wire, plates and rods. Wonderful, right? Looks pretty good. We did also build a few things around, so there is quartz here, and I don't think we got around to the Caterium, but we did unlock the blueprint maker. Now, I was messing around for like an hour before recording this because it was not saving anything. But this is how it works, right? So you make a blueprint by, I don't know what you want to do. You can place down a, I don't know, crafting bench and, well, you know what? Let's do it properly, how you would actually use it, right? So let's say you want a few smelters, right? So anything in this cube space you can save into a blueprint. Now this is just an example to show you. Oh, I'm out of plates. Lovely. Okay, imagine these were hooked up. Imagine they were hooked up. Ooh, I know I got plates. It's okay. It's okay. Right, these are all hooked up and it's all working and it's fantastic, all right? Like so. And let's have a bounce out here and a bounce out here. Now we can save this as we want, say, smelter test example, right? And we want set it as, we make a new category. Alright, and we want to call this smelters. And if we come here, if I can find it, smelter. Oh, I'm having issues now. Can't read. And set the directory to smelters. How do I do this? Saved. Okay. Anyway, so that's saved. And then if we come to blueprints, we've got all the blueprints in here. Smelter test example. Here we go. Here we go. So there it is, right? So we can place down an entire blueprint. And then, if I had enough resources, you can change the mode to auto connect. As you can see there, the belts would connect together, and you can just quickly build out and chain things together. So that is very, very useful. Now, I was having heaps of issues with all of this. No, I don't want to get rid of that. No. I'll just clean it. You can just clear it out here, and you can grab your materials out here. So pretty handy. So this was a big unlock. I built some quartz over that way, so we could get I think the legs last episode that you saw, and yeah, figured out what we're gonna do down below with how our pillars are going to work. If I can get through here again. Here it is. So I'm thinking this design for the pillars, and we're going to build a few of them once the bottom is a bit more cleared out. But I'm happy with how that looks. And then on the other side, through this mess with beans stuck inside. Don't know what he's doing there. I don't know, I was playing around with some shapes, and I thought this might look pretty cool. We could do something like this on the corners of the structure. I don't know what design I'm going to go for, but pretty interesting nonetheless. And I want this episode to be a bit more organized. So what we're going to do is we're going to build first a catwalk going up so we can walk all around here without being in the mess. And then we're going to build a second platform above. And that's where all these are going to be transported up to, and we can start using the assemblers. So let me cut to that, and well, I've got some architecture. I think it is. Yeah, here it is. So I've got some ramps, which we can definitely do. Don't know why it's... There it is. Thinking maybe if we have it right there, and we will zoop it probably to about this height. It's a good height. And we want an L shape like that. And I'll build this out and you can see how the catwalk looks. Alright, just got some basic design down, so it comes out from our main base area and it goes across, and so we can run along and we can check how everything's going. Right, see if there's any issues on every side, and it goes all the way to the concrete. Now, once the factory is a bit more built up, I will look at decorating, getting some support pillars in here, because floating stuff is not very good. Not very good at all. And this thing, I don't know where to put it. It is massive, right? Look at the size of that. So I'm wondering if I should put it down below on the ground, like out here. Let's see. So if we get the blueprint, right? Look how big that thing is, right? It's massive. I don't know where I can put it without it being in the way. So for now, we're going to leave it, but maybe I can build some ramps up here and have it elevated, or I can just extend this out. One more. We'll build out this area as well, like so, and then get the blueprint out. Whee, that thing is massive. Now that should be on the foundations. Oh, almost. Almost. It hangs off a bit. This blue highlighted zone was just for me not to build on it, so I know this is where our base is going to be. And hopefully soon we'll unlock an elevator and we can stick this somewhere here, and just we can go up and down between the floors. But yeah, let me get started on the next platform up above, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, I'm back. So I've built a little stairway going up over here, and this is our new platform. Pretty cool, right? Now, the lighting issue, I know it's going to become a bit of a problem. We've got the lights here, but it requires a steel beam, so we haven't started manufacturing steel beams. Soon. As for the caterium, I remembered I do have one right here. Somewhere here along the waterfall, which is... Where is it? I think it's about there, over there. We do have some caterium being mined, but I haven't hooked anything up yet. But we'll get to that, and we'll get to the quartz. We might bring it over here. We might process it and truck it. Who knows? But for now, what we want to do is get these materials to go up. And I'm thinking if we just have item elevators, again, like before, that would be the way to go. Now, how to organize this? That is interesting. I can merge these onto one, right? One bounce, which can do 120. So we have 4 bounce. Don't know what to do about the 40 there. 5, 6, and 7, 8. Right? We should be able to fit in 8 here. Thinking that we along the outer edge, because what I want to do is I want to place in a wall, right? Just about here. And we want to customize it to change potentially concrete. What about chrome? No, not chrome. Concrete wall. Right, and can we paint that? Does that look nice? We paint it a black. I think that looks pretty nice. Alright, zoom this over here. So, and this can come to about there. And then there is a door. I don't know if I unlocked the door, unfortunately. No, I didn't unlock the door. But we'll get there. So that I want the elevators to run up along this wall. Right, these walls. Like that. I know it's quite dark in here, so I won't waste too much time of you guys looking at a black screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 4. Yeah, we can do it out here. 5, 6, 7. One more. Just a bit too short. I guess we can have the last one here, right? I guess we can have it out here. Oh, just. But that works. That works for us. So we'll have these all go into their corresponding item elevators, and we'll do the assemblers on the next floor. So let me get that hooked up, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, that's the bottom hooked up. As you can see, I miscounted. I'm either missing something, which I'll find out later. I counted these 2 iron belts, but I decided to merge them together to get 120, and then that one's going to be the 40. So they're all hooked up. Looks pretty nice. It'll be when it's moving, it'll look even better. That's for sure. So now at the top, we need to figure out where we want everything. So we come up to the top here. You can see them poking through here, and they'll go this way. I'm guessing that will be left for extra processing or steel, one of the two. Don't know which at the moment. So if we get a assembler down here, wherever it is, right? So let's say we want. So that one's rods, that one's 40, that one's 120 plates. So these 2 are plates, and then those are wire. All right. So let us just stick it way over here. Right. We'll get 2 of them, so we can see what they require. We want stitched iron plates. So that's plates and wire. Right? Pretty good. And then on this one, we want modular frames, which requires the rods, which is that one there, and the output of this machine. So the first stage of production is going to be the iron plates. Now I'm thinking of trying to use them all. So we have 2 120 copper, right? So we got 240. Sorry, I didn't even look at that. 240. Okay. Oh, wrong button. 240 divided by 30. I didn't even look at properly. 6. So that's 6 of these. 37. 37. Yeah, still 6 of these. Alright. And then our total iron is, so that's 18.7. Total iron is only going to be 160. Right. Okay, so whichever is least, which I believe is going to be the, yeah, 6. So we can build 6 of these. So we need enough room. I'm thinking of orientating them facing that way. So we'll leave some space over there so the belts can get organized, and we'll start building these here. So we need 6. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I think that one. No, they're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. Alright. So let me get the belts hooked up. I'm probably going to have to do a underbelt and an overbelt, and we'll see how that works. But I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, I'm back. We have completed it. So now both iron belts and copper belts are running in 2 lines. Due to the differences, this 120 belts can service 4 of them, and that other one can only service 2. But the copper can do 3 each per line of 120. So that's going through, and it's almost ready to go. And then the next phase is, I had to do a little cheeky wrap around the back because of the order that these came up in, which can always be fixed at a later date, but you know how it is. It never goes according to plan. The next thing is to use the rods. Now, this will output 5.6. Is it 5? Yeah, just 5.6 will do. So, 5.6 times 6. Okay, 33.6. 6. Right, keep that there. And next thing we want is the cube things. Modular frame, which is 3 per minute. Divided by 3. Okay, that's 11.2. Right, let me write that down in my notepad so I don't forget. Right, so it's 11.2 is the maximum you can do for that. Okay, we have 120 belts of rods. Oh, my memory. Yeah, 12 rods per minute is required. So, 120 divided by 12 is 10. Okay, that's not too bad. So we can have 10 of these out of the 6 of these. That's quite a bit. Now, do I want 10? 10 would be 20 per minute. I'm honestly happy with 5. Right? Because that would be 10 per minute instead of 20 per minute. That's not bad. But I might go 6 because I need the plates. I'm always running low. I use it for everything now. Everything requires those plates, so thinking we leave some spare. Right. So let me try and plan this out where we can fit in. Well, I can just use 6, right? Yeah, I'll just use 6. I'll use 6. So that is 6 times 6 times 5.6, 33.6. Right, 33.6. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to work out per. Hold on a sec, let me do my math real quick. Okay, I've got it. So if I use 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 2 will make the plates for me to use. That will require 7 of these ones. So 1 more than that's ready here. Which isn't bad. That's not bad. I don't know how I'm going to do the splitting and the load balancing. I might just get lazy and just do 1 to 2, and then these could just work slower. Which is actually exactly what I'm going to do because I am a pretty lazy person. So, let me put this one over here so I don't have to copy the recipe the whole time. Alright, 1 to 2. Okay, so let's leave some room. How many tiles? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about here is good. Right, so I want 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See what I mean about the plates? Luckily I had that lying around. And 7. Wonderful. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly what the doctor ordered. So this will go into these 2. Let me get more plates and run the lines and I can show you what it looks like. Alright, here we have it. Now it's not as neat as the other side, but it will do the job. So the rods are coming over the top and going down into the machines. And the stitch iron plates are going along the ground into the machines. So that's that phase done. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with how it's looking. Pretty happy. Now, the next thing is having outputs, right? It's having outputs. So this does 2 per minute, meaning we can merge them all together and we can just pop down a storage crate, digging around here, and this one I reconsider. I want a storage crate just right here for now. So this is the stitched iron plate that I'm keeping. It's coming into this one, and then the cubes are coming over here. So we get to merge it together, stick them all in line like such. Now I didn't want to use blueprints for this because of the odd numbers, and if you ever played this game before, you'll know you're gonna tear down your first factory multiple times as you progress through the tiers. So I want a good foundation, right, for the future where I can use the actual building structure itself, but the floors will probably be redesigned at least 3-4 times, right, to accommodate, because we are so close to unlocking steel production, which brings in our Mark II miners, which will double all our resources of every kind. So that's why I'm leaving lots of empty room around. The processing from the full blow can come up here and be done quite easily. There's a lot of spare room, and there's room for the steel production. I just want the building foundation to be good, so that when that day comes, you can easily use the blueprints to design an efficient blueprint system, because from Mark II miners to Mark III, that is actually quite the distance. So I don't, that is quite a long ways away. So I don't need to worry about that too much yet. Sorry about that. Quick sip of tea. Went cold. Let me get the power hooked up and we can watch it in action. Alright, so the power is run up here, and when I connect these 2 poles together, we're going to take a look, but I put this one here just so we can see power, how much power draw is being used. And honestly, let's get rid of that one. Connect this one here so we can see where we're at. So our max consumption is nearly above our production. right? But our capacity is quite a lot higher, so not too much to worry about there. Let's hook it in and watch it do its thing. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Things moving. That's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you want. So it is a manifold system, some of this. So the last machine will take a while. See, it goes yellow over there. Take a while to fill up. But once it's done, filled up, and all of these are running at 100%, then there'll be no more stoppages unless there's a power outage. As we can see, that has gone above our production. So this is our coal generators. This is our biomass. That's given us this amount of overhead. Which is okay. We've got plenty of biofuel to keep everything moving. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. There's a few plates coming through. And down the end here, the rods. Oh, okay. That one did not like it. Let's try it again. No, did not like it at all. Why is this one being funny? Yeah, this one's being done. Any cubes? Any cubes? No cubes yet. No cubes yet. Or did we miss them? We might have missed them. No, we didn't miss any. Okay. Interesting. Here we go. Finally. Okay, it's starting. Okay, so it'll take a while for everything to warm up fully. But once it's done, it'll be buttery smooth. So now we're just waiting for the first cube to be made. I think it's this machine here. 38%? Yeah, probably that one. Alright, now I need to fix this. I wonder what is happening here. Make it off center. There we go. Okay, now it's gonna take some rods. Wonderful, wonderful. Yep, that looks good. Looks good, looks good. 83, so this one, there's some. There we go. Amazing. So we're getting that made. We're getting more. Sorry, frog in my throat again. Reinforced iron plates made. So it's all good. All fantastic. I like what I hear and I like what I see. And if we go downstairs, these should be moving. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Everything moving together. I think the only one that's going to stop is the rods, because I don't think I'm using all of the rods entirely. But it's good to see all the rest are going to be moving the whole time. So that's going to close to wrapping up the episode. I just want to talk quickly about the blueprint maker. I was running into issues where I would create a blueprint and I would save it, and then it would say that the blueprint folder cannot be found, or the file could not be found, and everything like that. So what I did, in case you run into the same issue, is you go escape, and you go manage session settings, and then you change your session name. It doesn't like spaces apparently. I didn't have a space, I just had Blovo, so I changed it to Blavo. And then you save the game. Right, you have to create a new save. You quit, and then you load it back up and join it again, and you should be able to then use the blueprints. I do have a mod installed, which was this one, Cross Saves Blueprints. So if you ever played the game previously, then all the blueprints will come through from all the other saves. as you can see here. I've got a few here. I've only made one blueprint, which was this one here, which is what we did together. So I just wanted to mention that in case you guys are not aware of it, or if you're experiencing issues with the blueprint maker, you can do that and help yourself out there a little bit. Alright, we'll take a quick look in the MAM, which is a bit stuck. Which is a bit stuck at the moment. Megafauna, we got up to these ones, which we can't make. Alien technology, we're still stuck here. Caterium, we moved a bit further. So we unlocked the AI limiters, Power Poles Mark II, Zipline, and the Smart Splitter. Now what the Smart Splitter does is... don't think... how much does it take to make a Smart Splitter? One AI limiter, which is Quickwire, which is Caterium. Here we go. So let's make some Caterium real quick. And then some wire. Here we go. Let's make this. There we go. So we've got the AI limiter made. This is a thing I unlocked in the stream. Now I don't have the production chain to manufacture the Caterium I need for this, but essentially what you can do is you say, okay, I want the right output to be an overflow, right? So you can say that inside this one should be iron plates. This one can be any, right? Depending on what your use case is. And then what's going to happen is that the right side, which I believe is this one, is now going to have any excess items that's not... that when the belts have stopped, the excess items will move out of the side, which is very, very handy. But yeah, other than that, not much changed here. We're still stuck there. We're still stuck on this power slugs. Over here, we unlocked all this last time. Nothing new. Sulfur. I don't know if we did it with you, but just got black powder and experimental power generation, which gave us nothing. Gave us nothing. So let me run to the Caterium setup and I'll show you guys around that. Alright, here is the Caterium setup. Over here on the waterfall, as you can see, I'll run down there. This tower is actually for me to help get out there because I've been too lazy to build anything like a ladder. Full of Caterium, just from this one miner. This has been working in the background a little bit. Wonderful waterfall. I kind of want to build something nice down here. It'd be quite cool. But our base is all the way over there. So I just want to show you that. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and you have an even better New Year's. No matter what you're doing. I am going somewhere with my partner. We booked a hotel to watch the fireworks. It'll be all very romantic and such. I'm very much looking forward to it. But next week I am going on holiday and I'll be back after that. So if there's no more videos, don't freak out. I'm still alive. I'm just on a bit of a break. And then everything returns back to normal. And the normal schedule resumes of at least one video every 2 days. So I hope you guys are happy with that. But I'll catch you next time.